Just waiting to see if anyone jumps on before I start. This has got to be a quick live today. Just waiting. What is that? China? Greetings. 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 You're a new subscriber. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you for subscribing to the channel and supporting the channel. If I might ask, how old are you, China? I'm getting a lot of young ladies coming over lately. I just want to get a feel for my audience. Hey, Raquel. What's the goings on? You're 33. Oh, okay. It's crazy because I was watching a replay of one of your videos when I got this notification. All right, the notification squad. Love it. Love it. Is everyone here so far subscribed to the channel? If you aren't, please do. I share a lot of passionate information for women. My channel is predominantly focused on self-esteem, self-love, self-awareness, because to me those are foundational in you getting the other things that you want in life, which are love, money, success, whatever it is, whatever your goal is. You need to have self-awareness, you need to have self-love, you need to have self-esteem in order to get it. So I really primarily deal with that. I talk about relationships a lot because relationships, usually for a woman, it usually destroys her self-esteem. It makes her question her self-worth. She starts to have trouble with awareness and all the things that I've talked about that you need in order to just have a place in the world. Usually a woman's identity is destroyed through a relationship. Usually. So that's why we talk about it so much here, because it causes a pivot. It causes a real pivot in a woman's life. I got in my Ugly Girls Club private Facebook group, somebody sent me a video to watch of a young lady supposedly schooling other young women on the fact that it's wrong for a woman to assume that she should get money when she's dating a guy. She said, you're not his girlfriend, you're not married, you're not in a committed relationship. So those are the only times where you should really expect to get, a bill paid or something taken care of. If you're dating a guy, she says that the exchange that you get from dating is an even exchange of sex, and that you expecting to be compensated monetarily is a fool's game, and you're turning it into a sort of a prostitution exchange when you're asking for money when you've already gotten compensated, which is sex. Listen, this is one of the reasons why I tell a lot of young women, a lot of you young women that watch this channel, that being a girlfriend is a scam, and also dating is truly a scam also, because if you are opening your legs and you're not entitled to get assistance with a bill paid, like that, it's wrong for you to ask for half the cell phone bill, maybe a loaf of bread, a stick of butter, because somehow the exchange has already been made because he gave you D. Do you understand that you're putting your life at risk? There is nothing, there's no ding-a-ling in this world that is compensation for when you risk your life opening your legs. None. I don't care how many orgasms he gave you. If you're not entitled to an assistance, giving your whole life, opening your whole life, your whole health and well-being to another dude, and you can't ask for gas money because it turns into prostitution, I'm not understanding where the logic is. I'm not understanding where the logic is. I'm not understanding where the moral, all of a sudden, because you're asking for money, it's like a moral issue now. When it was free, when the exchange was free and there was nothing expected of either party, it's okay. That's natural, normal. It's a normal function, and there is no thing of right or wrong with that. But the moment you ask for some sort of compensation, some sort of money, listen, dude, I got to get to work for the week. I need a rental car or something. Can you help me out? All of a sudden now you're at risk for being labeled a prostitute because you're asking for help. You're now a prostitute because you have the gall to ask for help when you've already been compensated through the D. I want to cuss so bad. I'm gonna try to get through this without going there. I'm gonna try my best to get through this because I'm flagged. Every video is flagged now. But I want to say that it's really, it's an illogical way to think. And if you ladies follow these cum guzzlers, the advice of these cum guzzlers, the advice of these women who have no expectations, you're going to lose out in the end. Dating a man should not involve sex in the first place. Dating a man should not really involve sex. Dating should be, we go out to dinner, we go out to the movies, we go to a museum, I don't know, we go to an amusement park, we go to a seminar, a function or something like that. We're spending time together, getting to know each other and all that kind of stuff. Dating should not, if you're not serious about him, why would you open your legs and put yourself at risk for disease, pregnancy, emotional stress? Because that's what happens, Very few women, I know you cum guzzlers, you professional cum guzzlers say you got it all together. But very few women could get up from a bed that they receive pleasure from a man from without any feelings at all. There's very, very few. Some of y'all women are canines now, so you can do it. You have morphed into the canine, just morphed into the same man that you said abuses women. You've turned into that yourself. So now you're self-abusing by having sex with men who don't care about you. You've replaced his job, and you're doing your prerequisite is already to get played and used. So he don't even have to do much. He's not required to do nothing. Because you such a cunt hound, you need to have 3 and 4 orgasms for a thank you. And what the dude goes, and this is supposed to be some sort of autonomy, some sort of feminist. I have arrived. I'm in full control of myself. It ain't nothing about that. You are letting these guys dig in your cervix for nothing. That's all that's happening there. He don't have no work. He don't have to qualify. He don't have to do anything. He ain't got to buy you a Subway sandwich. And you swallowing. You swallowing sperm. You taking it in the butt. You taking it behind your ears, inside your ears, every hole, every orifice you have. You taking dick inside of it, and you want to tell me that somehow that's empowering? And what disempowers you is asking for money after you service him? How sway? Lord have mercy, I'm getting hot already. How sway? And this is what young women are advising other young women. Like, because I think in the video she said, well, if you want money, why not say it's a transaction? Why not say, if dating, he already gave you what he promised you, which was the D. So if you start asking for money now, why don't you tell him what your fee is and call it what it is, a prostitution. You just hold you are already a hoe. You just hoeing for no compensation. You just hoeing for free. You already a prostitute that make no money. You having sex with dudes that you don't require anything from. You're a prostitute that ain't out for no cash. That's all you are. You ain't no better than a woman that asks for money. I can't understand the logic. I don't understand the logic. We really thinking like men is somehow we're going to win. We're going to win if we disregard our emotions, our health and safety, and just sling vaginas like men sling their balls. We just think that we're going to be sovereign in that regard. And this is what young women are listening to. They're going to listen to her because number one, she's attractive, she's cute, and she's young. So already the assumption is, well, she got to know what she's talking about because she's cute. She's not ugly, so it's not like she can't get a man. So, there's some validity to what she's saying. She probably get a lot of dudes because she's young, cute, and articulate and whatever. Listen, y'all ladies are being scammed out here. You young women who are 25, 22, 21, thinking that you a boss because you don't have to ask a dude. You don't require the dude to come up with nothing for opening your legs. You are being scammed by these feminists out here. That's a scam. That's what we call a scam. That's what we call propaganda and a scam. Letting a man get off scot-free without any responsibility, and you opening your knees, taking biohazards. Because sperm is a biohazard, okay? If it's not coming out of a man who care about you, guess what that is? We call that a biohazard. That's what we call that. You need a hazmat suit for that. A whole hazmat suit for that. There's no reason why you should be taking spermatozoa from men who just have a mild attraction for you. Treating your body some sort of casual recreation. Your vagina is something to do on the weekends. He don't care about you as a person. Your hole is just something to put his balls in on a weekend. So you've decided to sign up as a blow-up doll. You've decided to co-sign and say, you know what, I'm about my worth is about as much as a blow-up doll. That's what it is. That's the role you're playing. When you have sex with a man, you can't even ask to fill up half a gas tank. You can't ask him for a carton of milk, a loaf of bread, and a stick of butter because God forbid he assumes you're a prostitute after he done laid you out and gave you all that good deed. You actually ask for something that you can use because you can't use D. You can't pay nothing with a D. God forbid you ask for something you can actually use to go eat, to go help keep a roof over your head or something. All of a sudden now you're a prostitute. We are dumb. Women are as dumb as men say. We're dumb. It seems like everything that can actually secure you in life is somehow demonized. Anything that you can actually hold in your hand that's tangible is something that you shouldn't want as a woman for some reason. When you say you want security, the men say, well, what about love? The men then say, he doesn't talk about love until you ask for something tangible, like a bill paid. Then it's like, well, what about love? Well, what about love? Do you love me? Do you love me? Because if you did, I wouldn't even have to ask you for things that you see that I need. You think men, when they come over to your house to fuck, you don't see that shit need to be upgraded around you? When he go in the fridge and look for the Kool-Aid and see nothing in there, you think he don't know that you need groceries? When you lighting candles, because you don't want to you don't want to up your electric bill. You think he don't know? You think he don't know that you need? He knows. Men know because they're very observant. They play dumb for what they want to play dumb for, but they're very observant. So when he look around your surroundings and see, damn, this girl, she need help. He already knows that. And he doesn't give you shit but his dick. That's because he doesn't care. That's because he doesn't care. But when you ask for something, then it's, well, what about love? You gotta when they ask that, you gotta say, well, what about it? What about it? Because the fact that I have to ask means that it ain't already supplied from you anyway. You ain't giving love up for free. So what are we talking about here? Why are we even mentioning love when it's not when it's something that I gotta ask you to show me? Hello? Talk to me. Talk to me. I gotta ask you to show it to me. I gotta ask you to come through with what you see that I need. And I gotta justify my asking for you because you think you've already compensated me with some whack ass dick. And this is what women propagate to each other. This nonsense. This nonsense of free love. Free love is a scam, y'all. Free love is a scam. How many of y'all have been in relationships with men that you didn't know you really weren't in a relationship until you needed him for something? That's when you realized how much he cared about you, when you actually needed him for something other than his dick. Some of y'all don't get that aha moment or that wake up call until you've been guzzling that aha moment or that wake up call until you've been guzzling sperm for a couple of months. And then when you break your ankle at work and you can't drive to work or whatever, and the dude got two cars and he won't let you borrow a car, you got to Uber shit. That's when you realize, like, oh, okay, this was just a thing. This dude don't really care. My car broke down. He got two cars in his yard, and he won't let you hold one of them until give you a loaner car, at least until your car get fixed or something like that. He won't fix the car. He won't loan you another car. He won't pick you up, take you to work, and take you home like a man that loves you would, like a man who cares about you would. You can't get no assistance on that level. You don't get no assistance outside of him putting his dick in your mouth. That's the only thing he has to assist you with, is a nut. And you don't realize that you're just in a thing, in a situationship, until there's a crisis that hits. And the dude ain't nowhere around. The dude ain't nowhere around. The dude ain't nowhere around. Dating is a scam, y'all. Being a girlfriend is a scam. Anything that you are doing that doesn't require a man to come through 100% for you, like you doing for him, when every time you open your knees, your whole life is in jeopardy. Y'all need to understand that that's exactly what it is. If he ain't coming through 100% like you coming through 100% when you open your legs, then you're in a scam. Period. Period. Point blank. End of story. You are in a scam. You're in a pretentious so-called pseudo relationship. You're in an innuendo relationship. You in a fairy tale. You in something that you think in your mind that ain't in reality yet. You just think in your mind that you got something that you don't got. And by asking a man to fucking produce for you, guess what happens? It goes from an irreality to very real. Quick, in a New York minute. It goes from innuendo, propaganda, insinuations, to actual real reality. Actual real reality, because then you know what he's prepared to do and what he ain't prepared to do for you. Then you know it's all in black and white. You ain't gotta wonder. The reason why some of y'all wondering if y'all in a relationship is because you're dealing with things on purely an emotional level, on purely emotionally based. And this is where men like to keep you, because if he keeps you on this emotional, Ferris wheel, a pseudo relationship can drag out for years when we're dealing with things, when the emotional tugging can go on for a long time. The emotional tugging could go on for a long time. You want to get rid of a nigga? You want to know if he cares about you? Just ask him to actually do something besides give you dick. Ask him to produce something for you besides ejaculate. And that's when you know what you got. You know what he's willing to do. You know what he's willing to sacrifice. You know the position that you play in his life. That's all you need to do. Well, how do I know if he loves me? What is he doing?